Welcome, my dear friend. I am so glad you are here with me today. Take a deep breath and know that in this moment, you are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. I know that sometimes life can feel confusing or even frustrating, especially when you have dreams in your heart and it feels like they are taking too long to come true. You might be wondering if the universe hears you at all, or if you're doing something wrong. Let me gently remind you that there is nothing wrong with you. You are a beautiful expression of life itself, and the universe is always listening, always responding, even when you can't yet see the results. It's easy to feel impatient or doubtful when we're waiting for something we deeply desire. A new opportunity, more abundance, love, or healing. But know this, every thought you think and every word you speak is like placing an order with the universe. And just because you can't see the process happening behind the scenes doesn't mean that nothing is happening. The universe moves in ways that often surprise us, but it always moves with love and perfect timing. You don't have to force or struggle to make things happen. Your job is simply to stay open, to trust, and to believe that life is on your side. Right now, I invite you to place your hand over your heart and repeat softly with me, I am open and ready to receive the loving guidance of the universe. Feel how comforting those words are. When you say them, you are creating a space within yourself where miracles can happen. You are telling life that you are willing to be guided, that you trust the process even if you don't have all the answers yet. Remember, my dear, you are not alone on this journey. We all have moments when we wonder if our desires will ever come true. But I promise you, the universe is always sending little signals, little whispers to guide you along the way. Sometimes we're so busy worrying or doubting that we miss these gentle signs. But once you begin to quiet your mind and open your heart, you will start to notice them more and more. A song that plays at just the right moment, a chance meeting, a sudden idea that feels just right. These are all ways the universe speaks to you. You don't have to figure it all out today. Just know that by being here, by listening, you are already aligning yourself with the flow of life. Every step you take in faith and love brings your desires closer, quicker than you can imagine. So breathe, relax, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for you. You are a creator, even if you don't always feel like one. Every thought you think is shaping your experience, gently and consistently. Think of your mind as a garden. The thoughts you plant are the seeds, and with a little care and patience, those seeds grow into the reality you live. If you plant seeds of joy, gratitude, and belief, your life will blossom in beautiful ways. The idea of manifestation isn't something complicated or reserved for a few special people. It's something natural, something you're already doing every day, whether you realize it or not. When you focus on something with feeling, whether it's something you want or something you fear, you are inviting more of that into your life. The universe doesn't judge or decide what's good or bad for you. It simply responds to the energy you send out. If you're always thinking, nothing ever works out for me, the universe lovingly says yes to that energy and gives you more of the same. But when you shift your thoughts to, wonderful things are always happening for me, the universe will say yes to that too. You see, it's not about being perfect or never having a negative thought. It's about becoming aware of the patterns you create with your thinking. When you catch yourself focusing on worry or lack, don't be hard on yourself. Simply choose again. Gently guide your thoughts back to something loving and positive. You might say to yourself, I am learning to think in ways that support my happiness. That's a powerful seed to plant. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, you will see how your outer world begins to reflect the new thoughts you nurture within. This is the beautiful dance between you and the universe. You think the thoughts, and life responds. You don't have to control every detail. Just tend to your inner garden with care. When you understand this, you begin to feel empowered rather than helpless. You realize that you are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are always co-creating with life. And when you align your thoughts with love, trust, and possibility, the universe moves mountains to bring your desires to you. So today, remind yourself often, my thoughts are powerful seeds. I choose those that bloom with joy and abundance. Say it with feeling, knowing that each time you affirm this truth, you are shaping a brighter, more fulfilling reality for yourself. Life is always communicating with you in gentle, loving ways. The universe doesn't shout or demand your attention. Instead, it whispers through signs, patterns, and little nudges that guide you toward what you've asked for. Sometimes you might overlook these signals because you're expecting something big and obvious. But most often, the guidance comes softly, a repeated number you notice throughout the day, a book that falls off a shelf, a person mentioning exactly what you were thinking about, or a sudden feeling of inspiration urging you to take a small step. These are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of saying, yes, keep going. You're on the right path. The more you open your heart and mind to these signals, the more clearly you will recognize them. It's like tuning a radio. When you adjust the dial just right, the message comes through without static. One of the best ways to start noticing these signs is to slow down and be present. When your mind is racing with worries or constantly focused on what's missing, it's easy to miss the quiet guidance that's being offered. But when you take a moment to breathe, to center yourself, you create space for awareness. You might begin to see how perfectly timed everything really is. A wonderful practice is to keep a little notebook or journal where you write down any signs or synchronicities you notice. It could be something as simple as hearing the same encouraging phrase from different people, or feeling drawn to a place where you meet someone important. As you write these down, you'll start to see a beautiful pattern forming, a pattern that shows you how lovingly the universe is working behind the scenes. Trust is key here. Even if you don't fully understand what a certain sign means, know that it's a reminder that you are supported. You don't have to decode every message right away. Just acknowledge it with gratitude and say to yourself, I trust the signs and signals that guide me toward my highest good. This simple affirmation opens the door for even more guidance to flow into your life. Over time, you'll develop a deep sense of knowing, a quiet confidence that you are never alone in your journey. The universe delights in leading you to your desires, often in ways that are far more magical than anything you could have planned. So keep your heart open, stay curious, and know that every little sign is a loving whisper from life itself, guiding you closer to the things you've been dreaming of. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we fill our minds with so much noise, worries about the future, regrets from the past, doubts about whether we are doing enough or being enough. This mental clutter can make it hard to hear the gentle guidance that is always available to us. When our minds are busy with fear or negative thoughts, it's like trying to listen to a beautiful song, but having too much static in the background. The universe is always sending us signals, but we need to clear the space within to truly receive them. It's important to understand that fear and doubt are not here to punish you. They are simply habits of thinking that you've picked up along the way. The good news is that you have the power to choose new thoughts, thoughts that bring you peace instead of worry. When you notice yourself feeling tense or anxious, take a deep breath and gently remind yourself, I release doubt and embrace the peaceful flow of life. This simple statement can shift your energy in an instant. One helpful way to clear mental clutter is to practice a few moments of stillness each day. You don't need to sit for hours or empty your mind completely. Just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and allow your thoughts to settle like dust floating down to the ground. In this quiet space, you reconnect with your true self, the part of you that knows all is well. Another gentle practice is to become aware of the words you speak to yourself throughout the day. Are you encouraging yourself with kindness, or are you criticizing and doubting? Treat yourself as you would a dear friend. Speak words of comfort and support. When you shift your inner dialogue, you naturally align with the loving energy of the universe. Remember, you don't have to control everything. Life flows best when you allow it to move through you rather than trying to force outcomes. Trust that by clearing away the mental clutter, you make room for clarity, inspiration, and the signs that will guide you toward your desires. Each time you choose a peaceful thought over a fearful one, you are stepping into harmony with the universe, and everything begins to unfold with greater ease. There is a beautiful practice that I have shared with many people over the years, and it has the power to transform the way you see yourself and your connection to life. It's called mirror work. At first, it may seem simple, but it holds a deep magic. All you need is a mirror and a willingness to be kind to yourself. When you look into your own eyes and speak loving words, you begin to heal old wounds and strengthen the bond between you and the universe. You see, the way you speak to yourself is the foundation of everything you experience. If you are constantly criticizing or doubting yourself, it sends a message that you are not worthy of receiving all the good that life has to offer. But when you begin to affirm your worth, to truly love and approve of yourself, you align with the abundant flow of the universe. Each morning or evening, take a few moments to stand in front of the mirror. Look into your eyes, not with judgment, but with compassion. Say to yourself, I love and approve of myself. The universe delights in giving me all I desire. At first, it might feel a little uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to speaking kindly to yourself. But with practice, these words will start to feel true. You'll notice a shift in how you carry yourself, how you respond to challenges, and how easily you begin to attract positive experiences. Mirror work is not just about saying nice things. It's about building a relationship with yourself based on love and trust. When you love yourself, you naturally believe that you deserve good things, and the universe responds by bringing more of those things into your life. Self-love opens the door to quicker manifestations because you no longer block your desires with feelings of unworthiness. As you continue this practice, you'll find that your inner dialogue becomes more supportive throughout the day. You'll catch yourself replacing negative thoughts with affirmations of love and possibility. And the more you do this, the stronger your connection with the universe becomes. Life begins to feel like a partnership where you are always supported, always guided. Remember, my dear, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. When you nurture that relationship with kindness and affirmation, everything else in your life begins to flourish. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have to bring your desires to life. It may seem simple, but its effect is truly magical. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you send out a signal to the universe that says, "I am open to receiving more blessings." It's like turning on a bright light that attracts even more good things into your experience. Many people wait until something big happens before they feel grateful. But the secret is to start feeling gratitude now, even for the smallest things. When you appreciate what you already have, you create a vibration that draws more abundance, joy, and opportunities to you. Think of gratitude as the sunshine that helps your manifestation seeds grow. Each thank you is like a gentle ray of light encouraging your desires to bloom. You don't need to wait for everything to be perfect to start this practice. Begin by noticing the little things: a warm cup of tea, a kind smile from a stranger, the comfort of your bed, or the air you breathe. These simple moments are gifts, and when you recognize them with a grateful heart, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. A lovely way to make gratitude a daily habit is to write down 5 things you are thankful for each morning. They don't have to be grand or extraordinary. What matters is the feeling you put into it. As you write, take a moment to really feel the appreciation in your heart. This feeling is what sends a powerful message to the universe. The more you practice, the more you'll notice how quickly things begin to shift in your life. You'll find yourself attracting positive experiences, helpful people, and unexpected blessings. It's not because life suddenly changes, but because you have changed your focus. You are now tuned into the frequency of abundance rather than lack. Whenever you feel impatient or discouraged about a desire that hasn't yet manifested, gently bring yourself back to gratitude. Remind yourself, "I am grateful for all I have, and I welcome even more blessings." This affirmation keeps your heart open and your energy aligned with receiving. Gratitude turns what you have into enough and opens the door for even more to flow in. It softens the energy of wanting and replaces it with the joy of knowing that you are already richly blessed. And from that place of contentment, your desires can manifest quicker and with greater ease than you ever imagined. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you desire most. See it clearly in your mind: the joy, the peace, the abundance, the love. Feel what it would be like if it were already yours. This simple act of imagining is more powerful than many people realize. When you visualize with love and belief, you are sending a clear message to the universe, saying, "This is what I am ready to receive." Your mind doesn't know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that has already happened. That's why visualization is such a beautiful tool for manifestation. It allows you to step into the feeling of having your desire now, and feelings are what truly attract experiences into your life. It's not enough to simply wish for something. You must allow yourself to feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement as if it's already here. Even if it's just for a few minutes a day, this practice creates a powerful shift in your energy. You might think, But what if I can't see things clearly in my mind? That's perfectly okay. Visualization isn't about creating a perfect picture. It's about connecting to the feeling. If you can feel happiness, peace, or excitement when you think about your desire, you are doing it exactly right. You can even use words to help guide your imagination. Saying something like, "What I imagine with love, I create with ease," can open the door to a deeper experience. The more often you do this, the more natural it becomes. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And soon you'll notice that opportunities, ideas, and people start appearing in ways that align with what you've been visualizing. This is the universe responding to the energy you've been sending out. It's important to approach this practice with a sense of joy and playfulness, not pressure or frustration. You're not trying to force anything to happen. You're simply aligning yourself with the beautiful possibilities that already exist for you. Each time you visualize with loving intention, you are stepping into harmony with those possibilities and inviting them into your reality. There is a gentle power in knowing when to hold on and when to let go. Once you've set your intention, spoken your affirmations, and visualized your desires, it's time to release them with trust. This is where many people struggle because they believe they must constantly think about their desires or work hard to make them happen. But the truth is, manifestation flows best when we surrender the need to control every detail. Imagine ordering a meal at your favorite restaurant. You place your order and then relax, trusting that the kitchen is preparing it for you. You don't keep calling the waiter over to ask if it's coming. You trust that it will arrive at the perfect time. This is how it works with the universe. Once you've asked, your job is to let go and trust the process. Holding on too tightly, worrying about when or how it will happen, creates resistance. It sends a message that you don't fully believe it's on its way. But when you release your desire with faith, you allow the universe to work its magic. Trusting divine timing doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means knowing that life is always unfolding for your highest good, even if it doesn't look exactly the way you expected. Sometimes delays are simply preparations, making sure everything aligns perfectly for you. When you feel impatience creeping in, place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, "I trust that everything I desire is on its way to me now." These words can bring you back to a place of peace and confidence. Letting go is an act of love. Love for yourself, love for life, and love for the journey. It allows you to enjoy the present moment while knowing that what you've asked for is already being taken care of. The more you practice this trust, the more you'll see how effortlessly things begin to come together. You'll notice that what arrives is often even better than what you originally imagined, because the universe has a way of surprising us with its wisdom and generosity. Every day is a new opportunity to align yourself with the energy of the universe. You don't need grand gestures or complicated routines to stay connected. It's the small, consistent actions that create the biggest shifts over time. When you begin your day with intention, even a simple affirmation or a moment of quiet reflection, you set the tone for everything that follows. You tell the universe, "I am ready to receive all the good that today has to offer." These little practices become like gentle anchors, keeping you grounded in trust and positivity no matter what the day brings. Taking a few deep breaths in the morning, speaking kind words to yourself in the mirror, or stepping outside to feel the sun on your face. These are all ways to remind yourself that you are part of something greater, something loving and supportive. When challenges arise, as they sometimes will, you can return to these small practices to realign your energy. Instead of reacting with fear or frustration, you can pause and choose a different response. You might whisper to yourself, "Each day I align more deeply with the abundance of the universe." These words can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's possible. Living in alignment doesn't mean that life will always be perfect, but it does mean that you will navigate each moment with a sense of peace and confidence, knowing that you are always supported. Over time, these daily habits become second nature, and you'll notice how much more smoothly life flows. You'll begin to attract people, situations, and opportunities that match your positive energy. It's not about striving or pushing, it's about allowing. When you live in this state of gentle alignment, manifestation becomes effortless because you are no longer working against the current of life. You are moving with it, trusting that each small step you take is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are so much more powerful than you may realize. The universe is always responding to your energy, your thoughts, and your beliefs. It delights in guiding you, supporting you, and bringing your desires to life in ways that are often beyond your imagination. Every time you choose love over fear, trust over doubt, and gratitude over lack, you align yourself with this beautiful flow. You don't need to have everything figured out. You simply need to take small, loving steps each day, steps that affirm your worth, your readiness, and your belief that good things are on their way. The signs are all around you, the guidance is always present, and the possibilities are endless when you open your heart to receive. So as you move forward, remember to be gentle with yourself. Speak words of kindness. Notice the beauty in the little things, and trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. You are a magnet for miracles, and the universe is eager to show you just how loved and supported you truly are. Take a deep breath, smile, and repeat softly to yourself, "I am a magnet for miracles. The universe sends me clear signals, and I joyfully receive my desires." Let these words sink into your heart and carry them with you, knowing that everything you seek is already seeking you. Each moment is a chance to begin again, to align with love, and to welcome the blessings that are already on their way.